Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with day 11 of Follow a Sketch February, a hop started by Sandie, which is Steakgoddess here on YouTube and Scrapping Reflections on Facebook. And today's sketch is a Sketchabilities by Karen Gerber. It looks like it says number 92. And there are two pictures in this sketch that are vertical, and I'm actually going to use two horizontals and make them work for me. I just love the way that this layout was, or this sketch was set up, and I didn't want to turn it to where the pictures would work, in the same format. So I'm just going to make the whole sketch work for me. And I'm using evergreen and holly because I'm doing some Christmas pictures again. And I have the paper pad as well as the 6x8 paper pad. I've got the puffies and the alphas and all the good things. So I've got my papers, my embellishments, my pictures, and this really fun sketch. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, I am going to pick my papers, and I did a sketch on the first with the same collection, and they are actually going to be facing pages. So that one was based on green, like the background was green. So I thought that I would go with a red and still bring the green in. The tags and things from that layout are this darker green. So it'll work really well together. One is Christmas at their dad's house, and one is Christmas at my parents' house. And so they're going to be right next to each other because they were the same day. Now, I loved the concept of these numbers, and they have like just, like 1, 2, 3, 4 through 9, just straight across. But I have these numbers left from the Warm Wishes Vicky Boutin collection, and I didn't use them when I used up the collection. I have a few scraps left over, but that's about it. So since it's black and white, I'm thinking this is perfect. It's a great way to use them. They're chipboard, so they're kind of thick. And if I'm already going to have, a few pieces of chipboard on here, might as well just use it all. So I have 4 stars left. I have 2 little banners, one that says 25 and one that says 12. And then I also have all these numbers, 1 through 5 and then 27 through 31. So I am going to use them. I'll tell you right now, I love the way this layout turns out. I don't have a bunch of circular features in this collection, some small ones, but not a bunch of bigger ones. So I'm just kind of using the poinsettias because that is one of the other features on the other layout I did on the first. And so I wanted to bring that in, as well as like I'm using this hot cocoa cup because the girls are having a little snack for Christmas, and hot cocoa is part of that. And I've got like some ornaments, even though they're not round. And then I am going to bring in some circular features and some tags. But right now I'm just going to get started by putting the numbers over here and just kind of staggering them to where they fit and work for what I want. And I really, really love this. Now I've cut that green down to an 11 by 11 because I wanted to have that 1/2 inch border of the red, plaid black and red plaid paper that I've set aside. And so I wanted to get this done before I mat it. I'm really bad about going ahead and doing all my layers of the background and then like trying to cut things around and stuff. So I'm trying to create the layout before I attach it. So I am going through, and there were certain things I wanted to definitely use. Both the poinsettias, like the big clustered ones, and this little tag that says naughty, nice, and undetermined with little check mark spaces next to it. And these two girls, I swear it is definitely undetermined. And it depends on the minute. Sometimes they're naughty, sometimes they're nice. No, they are, they're a mess, they are. But in this picture, I think they're 13 years old, so you can just imagine what ornery little kids they are, or teenagers, I guess I should say. So I am trying to decide what I want to do about these tags. Now, in the sketch, the tags are all coming straight down, and I'm not liking the way that looks, so I tilted mine because they're not covering too much of the poinsettia, and they're not covering too much of like the other embellishments that are there. And so I went ahead and tilted them and only put 2 at the bottom instead of a bunch. And then put 1 up at the top where it says holiday, because I thought it would help bring the red up to the top, because I have those poinsettias down at the bottom. And I bring in some of the circular bits that I pulled from the sticker book. They're just little circles, probably meant for journaling on, or just adding embellishment, or something. And I just kind of tuck those in a few different places, and just put things pretty much wherever I feel like it needs a little something. So there's a lot of big gaps in between all the numbers, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do anything there, but these cute little like pieces that looks like little candies, I go ahead and scatter those 4 around. And I like the way that it looks with those in there. It kind of breaks up some of those bigger green spaces where there is, gaps between the numbers. But then I get out my enamel accents to cover my tag holes, because no naked tag holes and all. And I just started dotting them around in the number area. And I really like the way that it helps break up that space. And it just kind of gives you a little something. And then I am going to bring the white in as well and add a few here and there, just across the page, plus in between, some of those numbers. And I really just like the way that it, goes on there. And of course now I'm trying to put my paper back on to the mat, and I'm not wanting to push down where the enamel dots are, although these things dry really fast. So that's why I love them so daggone much. So here is the sketch again, and I think I'll use this again because I know I have some circular embellishments that aren't with a collection, just kind of loosey-gooseys that I would love to get used up, and this is a great layout for that. So it's also, I would look really cool if you did a bunch of alphas up the side like that and did like a back-to-school layout or something. Just an idea, might use later. So here is the close-ups. Like I said, I love the way this turned out. So I hope you will go check out anybody who is hopping along on YouTube, Instagram, and of course, if you're interested in the sketches, you can go to the Scrapping Reflections Facebook page and check them out there. So I hope that you will come back and see me again very soon. I hope you all have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.